Speed this afternoon.
New information about a Mesa police officer acquitted of shooting and killing an unarmed man in 2016. The city of Mesa confirms that Philip Mitch Brailsford was rehired on August 27, 2018, more than 2 years after the shooting, under a settlement that allowed him to apply for accidental disability retirement benefits. He retired 6 weeks later with a lifetime pension of $31,000 a year. You can read more of our in-depth coverage of the trial and shooting right now inside the 12 News app.
Family fight in Chandler turns deadly this morning. Police say it happened in a neighborhood near Gilbert Road in Chandler Heights around 8:30. We're told things escalated from arguing and it went all the way up to a single shot being fired. One man died at the home. Police say they've talked to everyone in the home and they're still investigating at this point.
A Phoenix man is accused in a brutal attack against his dog. Police say Andrian Algian admitted to stabbing and killing his dog because it was chasing people outside his home near 29th Lane in Rozier. But the dog actually lived. It was rushed to a nearby animal hospital with life-threatening injuries to his neck and face. Algian was arrested on charges of animal cruelty and failure to provide medical treatment.
The call for change across Valley Police Department's front and center today in Tempe. 3 protesters were arrested after holding a demonstration that attempted to block traffic along the Mill Avenue Bridge. The protests were held in response to recent allegations of police brutality.
About 1,000 gallons of ethanol spilled near 51st Avenue in Van Buren this morning. Right now, hazmat crews are still working to clean up and contain that area.
And check out the gaping hole left in the roof of this apartment building in El Mirage. Officials say it's the result of a fire that spread into the attic. We're told one person was injured in the fire, but crews are not sure how severe it is at this point. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.